Just going back and forth with this on the arm area. Now again, if they want more pressure, just watch your body while it's reacting to it. Okay, next one, you can crank it to one side, turn to the other side, one side, next side, one side, next side. Okay? Okay, next one we're going to do is we're going to bring it up over the head area with the massage. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to start here. You can massage and actually just give a little pull right like that then. And when you're in this position, what you can actually do is actually go down underneath so you can get more of the back area too. And some people, what they'll do is actually have a little bit exposed so it's a little bit easier to get under right here. So you can actually even go down all the way to the lower back area, all the way. So more of a longer technique. And if they want more of a stretch, you can actually have them hold on to your wrist. I hold on to their wrist. So you can traction a little bit more to get that technique then, okay? Okay. Next technique we're going to perform is actually a more broadening technique. A broadening is when you kind of separate. So what we're going to do is right in the forearm region, just separate. And you can even perform it up on the bicep region too. But for women's breast tissue, just make sure the arm is up here a little bit so you're not hitting their breast tissue. Okay, you can even get the back of the arm, this is called extensors, more hairy area, and also broaden that area too then. Okay, next one, you can actually use more of your forearm, just back and forth. So this is actually an endangerment area, right in the anterior part of the elbow. But with this, I'm actually just using my forearm, back and forth. You can actually do a little stretch if you want to with that then, okay? Okay, remember how we performed the ratchet technique like this, went up? Now we're actually with the forearm, we're actually flexion, slide, okay? Flexing the wrist and sliding. So flexing, sliding. And if you want to perform it the opposite way, extension. So palm up like this, I'm going to go down. But again, right directly in the center, it's called the median nerve. Make sure you're not using any pressure right in that area. So more either medially or laterally, so one side or the next, with the techniques, just to make sure that. Okay, next one, we're going to perform a little bit lighter technique. We're going to go up, down underneath, we're actually going to lift up the arm a little bit. And if they're helping out, you can see the elbow's kind of locked. So if they're not helping out, when you're bringing it up, the elbow's going to kind of bend, coming back down then, okay? And you don't come up, lift it, and just slowly bring it back on the table then, okay? Okay, let's get into some of the hand techniques. We'll get back to the arm. We'll actually perform a little bit of stretching. I'll show you some basic stretches for those regions. Okay, with the hand region, right in between the tendons, it's called chucking. It's a form of friction. You go back and forth, kind of fast if you want, or you can actually just slow glide in between the tendons here. Then also at the wrist area, this is the extensor side. So you actually go right around the carpal bones. You can even separate right in there too. Or you can do circular friction back and forth in that area. You can also flip it over and perform more of a broadening technique right here too. So especially people with carpal tunnel problems, hand, wrist problems, forearm problems, concentrate in this area. So again, the median nerve, make sure you're not putting pressure right on the median nerve. It's directly center for that area then. Okay, next one, more of the palm area. You can separate the palm area. Works really nice. And again, carpenters, mechanics, people that are clinching up all the time with tools, this is the area that they usually need the most.